From the outside looking in, being an artist looks fun and exhilarating. I promise this is true, but nobody really sees the behind the scenes. I don't see the frustration, the tears, and the sleepless nights that we sacrifice just to express ourselves. But every step is beautiful, and I embrace all of these moments. My name is Aubrey West, and this is my process. I don't need nobody, no. One more time. I grew up, it was me and my father for a little while, and then I started spending a lot of time with my grandparents. So my grandparents really raised me. I love my grandmother, I love my parents, they're good people. I have siblings, I have 3 younger brothers and an older sister. And I feel like my younger brothers look up to me a lot. Being an artist that hasn't popped yet in 2019 is difficult just because everything's ran by social media. Everybody wants to know where you're at, who you with, what you're up to, like 24/7. And I'm just not that type of person, so I don't know. I feel like that's how people make it, though. I feel like that's how people are getting the exposure that they need to become the artist that they want to be, simply because of that. But I'm not going to change who I am. You know, I'm not going to just be this social media savvy person just to get on. If I don't want to say I'm not going to get on, because I'm going to get on. But I'm going to just take an old-fashioned approach. I changed my name from AB to Aubrey West. One, because my music is very personal and it's me. So I should use my name, right? Like, I'm telling my own story. I'm Aubrey West. When they hear my music, I want them to be like, hey, that's Aubrey West's story. That's what she had to say. I've grown so much as an artist, so what people should expect from me is to hear more of my personal journey, to hear a different sound. I feel like I finally found a sound that's 100% me. I don't like when people say, oh, you sound like Dej Loaf, you sound like, no, I sound like Aubrey West, because you can't compare my sound to anybody else's. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. So you guys will definitely be excited about the new stuff I'm finna drop. My first performance experience was at Dandelion's Community Tea's open mic event, and I had no intentions of performing that night. I was actually there supporting a friend who does poetry, but she ended up signing me up, and honestly, that was like the best thing she could have ever did for me, because it opened so many doors for other performances. The emotions that I go through before, during, and after performing, usually before, I'm like super duper nervous, like about to like throw up on myself, like seriously. But once I get up there, all those fearful emotions literally vanish, and it feels like it's just me up there. After, I usually receive like a lot of love, like tons of love, a lot of people networking with me, connecting with me. I've met so many people after my performances, and it's super inspiring because usually after I meet those people, we link up and we create new stuff. Go ahead. All right, so we are in Orlando, Florida at the Sound Bar. It's about to be fun. So hold on. insecurity that I have when it comes to my music. I would say that it's not necessarily an insecurity, but I do have to remind myself that my music isn't going to appeal to everybody. There's gonna be some people who don't like my music and who can't relate, unfortunately, and it's just not their vibe, and I have to understand that that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be me. I'm not gonna conform to anything else just to match what somebody else likes. But when I do hear negative comments about my music, I just have to focus on not taking it personally. So that's something I'm currently working on. So a lot of people ask me what my creative process is and like what I go through before I create a song. Really, like, whether y'all believe me or not, sometimes like my music comes to me in my dreams. Like, and I know I'm not the only person that happens to. Like, I'll be dreaming and I'll have a melody literally in my dream or like a couple words, and like I'll wake up and I'll have to like jot it down really quickly, and that's where some of my like really poppin' songs come from, would be in my dreams. But otherwise, like if I hear like a really good beat, then I can vibe off of that and then the words will just start flowing. The message that I want my music to portray to all my supporters is that it's okay to be different and it's okay to stay true to yourself. You don't have to be the baddest chick in the room to be the dopest chick in the room. You don't have to be the rudest, bougiest, meanest chick in the room to get attention. Like, just be yourself, stay true to yourself. Like, for example, like I'm goofy, for me, and I'm not gonna say I'm quiet, but I'm just private and I'm super nice. Like, I'm a nice person, and that kind of goes against what society I feel like says is a bad chick, or like the baddest chick. But I mean, it's me and I embrace that, and I would consider myself different from the masses, and I use that and I own it. Advice I would give to other artists in my shoes that are pursuing this type of dream and just trying to put themselves out there, I would say to stay true to yourself, because it's so many people these days trying to sound like somebody else. And it's like, yeah, you may pop sounding like somebody else, but you're not gonna be timeless. You're gonna fade so quickly because there's gonna be dozens of you. Like, just capitalize on your strengths and stay true to who you are. Don't conform to nobody. Keep your sound, keep your content, and make that shit yours and keep that shit.